gon' feed him. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero, and we're back at it again for another episode of Crypto Portfolio Updates. This is going to be a good one, guys. Welcome. Shout-outs. But first, before we get into anything, shout-outs to the Bag Chasers. It is August 6th. Bag Chasers will be getting this August 6th. First and foremost, shortly thereafter recording. Obviously, all updates are updates as of the day of recording, August 6th. Those of you who are not in the Bag Chasers will be catching this August 9th. If you would like to get it sooner, you are more than welcome to tap in and join the Bag Chasers. That is a Patreon group. It is not my Patreon group. It is Anton of AntonDaniels.com's Patreon group, of which I am a member. You can catch me in the crypto section, the stock section, sometimes the general section, every once in a blue, the relationship section, in the Discord. If you do sign up, do not, I repeat, do not pass up the opportunity to get all the game you can handle in the Discord. As for me, I'm just getting back from vacation in Oklahoma City. Shout out to the homie Mike Rage. Went and got to link up with him and his wife, have a good time for my girlfriend Kelsey's birthday. Happy birthday, Kelsey. That was belated birthday. Obviously, I was with her for a birthday, so it's not belated, but, you know, shout outs for her birthday. So we were down in Oklahoma City. We got to hang out with Mike Rage and his wife. Great time. Got some great presents. It was all good times. Had all around. It was wonderful. Let's jump right into it. Obviously, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. The more this is shared, the more it gets out into the algorithm, the more people have the opportunity to get put on some of the game that you are actively being put on to help better your financial situations, because more often than not, it is going to be needed moving forward. Things are going to get a lot weirder before they get better. But where there's chaos, there is opportunity, and chaos is a coming, friends. But we're going to be focused on the opportunities therein. So definitely make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I definitely love conversing with you guys down in the comment section. Makes my day. As you can see, normally if I've got some free time, I am popping in there and I will machine gun answer comments. Those comments are being answered by yours truly. We're not big enough over here to where we can, where it's anybody but me. So if you want to talk to me, definitely get on the talk to Ray train early, because believe it or not, I'm like an elephant. I never forget. And I definitely make sure to give honor and praises due to my day ones. So we're going to start off with the first section of the show, the top gainers and losers. We're going to go through the top 5 gainers and losers. We'll look through here, and we're going to start off with the gainers. Now at rank 491, we have Taraxa. TARA, and they have had a pump of 123.1% in the last 24 hours. Woo! Some winning going on over there. Next position we have at rank 229, API 3. That is API 3, with a pump of 58.8% in the last 24 hours. Woo! Nice. API 3 was one of my positions. at one point. You notice the star there. Definitely happy they're doing well. They are a competitor for Chainlink, which is awesome. Definitely good that they're getting some shine and some utilization, hopefully. Number 3 at rank 677, we have Aleph.im, ALEPH, and they have had a gain of 50% in the last 24 hours. Nice. At number 4, we have at rank 805, Stephen Green Satoshi token on ETH, GST-ETH, with a pump of 29% in the last 24 hours. And last but not least, we have at rank 569, we have Nexa, NEXA, and they have had a gain of 27.8% in the last 24 hours. Now we get to jump over to the losers. Going to be much better reading this list than it was in weeks prior because I got no horses on this list. So let's get to it. First and foremost, number 1, the biggest loser in the last 24 hours is at rank 863. How Jesus? X. Ticker symbol X. It has had a loss of 18.2% in the last 24 hours. People, stop putting your money into scams. X does not have a token. They even stole the little graphic design and everything, guys. Stop being dumb. Lord, I hope nobody in the wolf pack is in on this, bro. We got to be better. We got to be better. How is it this high? Good Lord. Okay. Number 2, we have Telos, TLOS, and they have had a loss of 19.3% in the last 24 hours. No bueno. And number 3, we have BitGert, BRISE. Never heard of this one either, at a rank of 273. And they have had a loss of 14.6% in the last 24 hours. Next up at number 4, we have Doge Killer with the ticker symbol of Leash, LEASH, with a rank of 385. Why, people? And this one, oh, Lord. Wow. Just wow. This has had a loss of 10.3% in the last 24 hours. And last but not least, we have Bancor Network, BNT, and they are at rank 302, legitimate project. And they have had a loss of 11.7% in the last 24 hours. Interesting. Top gainers and losers are interesting. Some interesting stuff on both sides. There always is. Let's jump into the meat. What you guys are here for. The portfolio update. What do we have going on? Let's take a look. Okay, so in the last 24 hours, we have had a positive movement of 6.84%. We are still sitting above 30%, which is good. We are at 34.76%. I missed the days when we were sitting at over 40% gain. That was nice. That made me feel really good, but 34.76% is not something that I'm going to wag my finger at. We are still emphatically winning. Strong portfolio. So let's get through this top 10, the top 10 holdings. What have we done this week? We're going to talk about that after we get to the top 10 because the top 10 has changed up a little bit. At number 1, we have Ethereum, ETH. Number 2, we have Synthetics Network, SNX. Number 3, we have USD coin, USDC. Number 4, we have our position in staked urine curve vault, ST-YCRV. Number 5, we have NASDAQs in SDX. Number 6, we have Arbitrum, ARB. Number 7, we have Wrapped Bitcoin, WBTC. Number 8, we have Cosmos Hub, ATOM. And number 9, the original orange pill, we have Bitcoin, BTC. Number 10, popping back up in the top 10, we have Thor Wallet Dex, TGT. That is the top 10. Obviously, the portfolio that we have made together this year's top 10, not the top 10 collectively. Otherwise, it would be predominantly dominated by Bitcoin first, then Ethereum, as those are my two largest holdings overall. What moves did we make this week? We added to the Thor Wallet Dex TGT position. We still have a little bit more to add to that. I'm going to keep working my way up the ranks in their community holdings to get those community benefits. We obviously hit the 35,000 mark with that. Yeah, we're going to keep adding to that. If I can't find somewhere to put it, 13% ain't bad. Also supporting a platform that I'm heavily utilizing, not bad. We had our cash infusion. We went ahead and worked on that Thor Wallet Dex position. Got a little bit more to go in there, but we might up that a little bit because that next tier could prove to be useful, considering how much I'm going to be utilizing that platform. Now, let's see, where are we at? Okay, so now we are going to jump into the news section. As you can see from the title of the video, it's the coming red wave. And what do I mean by that? I mean this. China just made a significant game-changing move that could be about to hit the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin, Tron, Polygon, and Solana. Ooh! If one of your holdings is on that list, brace yourselves. So what did China do? And obviously this is referencing from Forbes. They have started to release licenses for their non-institutional, the regular, the peasant class, the you and me of their country to start being able to enter the crypto market. That's huge. That's great news. That's going to be more money flooding in legally. I mean, it hasn't kept them out of the market per se, but now they can officially do it on their soil the easy way. They can sign up. They'll be able to sign up with their local people. They don't have to VPN. They don't have to work around. Now, obviously, this is going to be a limited list of opportunities for them, but it's better than nothing. Also, we are still early. I tell people this all the time. We are still so early. And the best reference I could give is, when people were buying Amazon stock at $20 during the big internet days, they thought that they were late. When people bought Amazon stock at $100, they thought that they were super late. Now, obviously, we're not referencing after the stock split for Amazon, but all of those people had good. I mean, if you bought Amazon at $500 before it hit $3,000 and then stock split, in which case you still came out like a bandit, those are all good in relative speak. And so when I see people talk about Bitcoin as though it's late, but then they'll go buy other things that are already regulated, already locked you out. We are super early, and the thing is, those people are going to come back when Bitcoin is over $100,000. They're going to come back when Bitcoin is $200,000. They're gonna want to buy some when Bitcoin is $300,000. Another way that you could look at this is housing. There's a lot of people who live in $1 million houses now that originally, when they were sold, they cost $10,000. People still buy those houses. We are super early. I can't express that enough, how early we actually are. It's insane how early we are. So don't let the fact that you can't just go out and drop 30 grand to buy a whole Bitcoin. You don't need that. That's not the way the crypto market works. You can go buy part of a Bitcoin. The other thing that you should keep in mind is the amount of millionaires, and these are people who can just go buy a whole Bitcoin at their behest whenever they're ready. Some of them are, some of them aren't. as we move forward, the amount of millionaires that can ever become a whole Bitcoin holder has dropped down to 3.38% of the millionaires that are in existence now that can ever get a whole Bitcoin. Now, when I went, all in on the cryptocurrency space, one of my goals when I got my head on straight and understood what this market actually was versus what I thought it was when I was coming in, which most of you are probably thinking the exact same thing. I'm going to get rich tomorrow. You're not going to get rich tomorrow. I hate to burst your bubble. Unless you're extremely lucky, you're not getting rich tomorrow. And then out of those people who did get rich tomorrow, the amount of them that are still holding wealth, it's like winning the lottery. If you do get rich tomorrow, you're high key probably not going to keep it. So once you start looking at this place as an investment, my retirement plan at that point became to accumulate a whole Bitcoin. So I am a whole Bitcoin holder. I might not sit out here and tell you that I'm rich, but I will tell you the facts. When I tell you that I hold a whole Bitcoin, I do own a whole Bitcoin. And so I am in that elusive club of whole Bitcoin holders. I'm like, now I'm working on the opportunity, the stuff that I can potentially sell off, because that whole Bitcoin, that's a way later play. Like there's a very long-term goal for that guy, and we are holding on to that for as long as possible. But yeah, there's not a lot of opportunity for people to own a whole one. I would make it a goal of mine to accumulate as much as possible, because globally, if everybody, once it's fully adopted and everybody gets into Bitcoin, the amount that you can have, I think it's like 0.028 or something like that everybody can have. It's just not much. Like once this becomes a thing, it's going to become a thing quick, and it's going to be expensive. And those of you who are here early, which includes now, you will benefit from that. You benefit from being the first one to the party. You get the best seats. Secure your seat. But China, we're going to have some Eastern money flooding into the market, most likely, because this is global. It's not just about America. So now that they've got proper regulations, they're going to flood into the market and join the rest of us. And those of us who are here, it's going to drive prices up, because there's only so much of these things floating around. There's only so much supply that is liquid to be traded. So this could be a positive way for a lot of people. This could add into that surge of the next bull run. It's going to be nice. So then let's take a look at the next piece of news. Got some Ethereum news for you too. I got two pieces of news that I thought were relevant that we should be talking about. Now, Trader Joe, those of you who have been on the Avalanche platform, this is the platform exchange. Like this is the primary exchange on the Avalanche platform. I have used it. It was very nice to use. Very, very interesting. Very easy to navigate. I had never had an issue with it. I loved it when I was over on Avalanche. This is where most of my trade was. I had some liquidity positions. I've done some staking. When I was heavily using Avalanche, I had a lot of positions over on Trader Joe, and I enjoyed it. Good for them. They've launched on Ethereum, which it's cool. They went from like low fees to launching on the rich people's platform, which will get them some more money flowing through there, hopefully, because it's a known exchange, which is good. It's just the fees. Like Ethereum's fees are ridiculous. Like they're so ridiculous right now in comparison to any of the other platforms that they were on. But I didn't know that they were on Arbitrum. I did not know that they had launched on BNB chain. So good on them. Like they're making moves, and the token prices jump. So people are using it on Ethereum, and they're making them big old purchases over there, which is cool. So that's some really interesting news. It's like even though all roads lead to Rome, because like Joe started off exclusively on Avalanche. The fees were lower, and we were talking about low fees, but lo and behold, at a certain point, even if you're on another layer, you're going to want to go home. You're going to want to go to where the money is. And they did that, and they were rewarded. Their price of their token jumped 3%. Pretty interesting. So that's going to sum up the news. Now we're going to the next section. And actually, I think once I get these sections clearly defined, I'm going to make some transition stuff to kind of make the move over on along with these. Like we're gonna make this nice. We're gonna get a whole the next level. I think we're gonna have some cutscenes for the transitions, and we will obviously have the intros and outros. I'm gonna get some consistent intros for these seasons, if you would. Now, on to the alpha for you guys. Obviously, when there's not much going on in the market and we're moving sideways, you're getting the stalwart staples now. The delegation on ATOM, easy, in wallet, get Kelper, get your ATOM, send it to Kelper, stake it, delegate it, 20% APR, still sitting above 20. Super nice. We love that. Next up, another one that I do so enjoy and am liking. Now, we're over to NASDAQs. What do we got over here? 61.01%. Now, this obviously the APRs fluctuate on these, but we're still hitting above 60%, which is nice. Getting some solid returns on that. We are also, per last week, on trail to break the threshold for the stretch goal for the income from the crypto market during the bear market. So again, we might have another confirmation this month of bullishness. I would like to see it. Hopefully we can make that happen. Now, the last one celebrating their move to Ethereum, I wanted to take a look and show you guys some of the liquidity positions. Now, obviously, these are a little bit more complicated, but one of the ones that I wanted to highlight was this interestingly tasty GMX and ETH pairing. Now, I got to figure out if this is on Arbitrum. If it's on Arbitrum, I might have to set aside enough ETH to make this pair out of the GMX that I've already got, that I've already accumulated. And we might have to do something with this because that 121.43% looks tasty. Definitely better than the single asset staking on GMX's platform because it is very low, super stable, but very low. And I'm kind of wanting to like round out the rest of this year, getting them gains, man. I want to make something, We want to get the money working hard. Like obviously, I love my positions that I've got, but we're gonna try and ramp it up for this last few months, this Q4, before we got to wind everything down and rinse and repeat, starting over into the halving year. The halving year, I'm super excited. I'm gonna start plotting out a plan, some clearly defined positions that we're going to go into, but I'm excited. Lots to be excited about. A lot of forward momentum. We might get some forward volatility that's going to work out, shake us out, put us in some better positions towards the end of this year. We're going to have ups. We're going to have downs. We're going to try and buy up those dips. We're going to stay focused on the strategy. We're going to keep moving forward. That's going to wind it out. We're closing out the alpha section. We'll have this be the end of the videos, every video, because I like to end it on a high note, even if it's doom and gloom. We got to throw some opportunities out there for you guys to look up. Obviously, never trust a man on the internet or anyone on the internet telling you that they're going to tell you how to get rich. We are tracking what I'm doing with my portfolio, so you guys get to see the wins and losses, the wins and losses with my money. But hopefully you guys are doing your own research and finding some of these opportunities as well to be advantageous for your portfolios as you're easing into the space. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys want to hear about. I definitely do take requests as far as what you guys are interested in talking about, things that you want me to take a look at. More than happy to do that as well. always willing to give my opinion. Also, as in regards to collaborations, if you look on the main page on my YouTube page, obviously at Reckless Ray Dinero on YouTube, my email's on there, so you guys can email me about collaborations, questions, all sorts of stuff. We're having a good time growing over here, growing these portfolios, having these wins, making these monies, and yeah. Again, once a reminder for those of you who are still here, like, share, and subscribe. And for those of you who watched to the end of the video, let's have a conversation. What do you guys think about Joe moving and finally launching on Ethereum, even though it's more expensive? Do you think that my point stands that people want to be where the majority of the money is? Or do they just want to be on a, do they just do it just to do it? Because out of all the chains that they could have expanded to, they're only on a certain amount. And now they've also joined the Ethereum ecosystem, even though the fees are super high. I think that's an interesting conversation we can have. I want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Also, were any of your guys' coins on the top 5 gainers or losers? Those are the two things we're going to be talking about in the chat. Obviously, we'll talk about whatever you guys want, but those are my 2 questions for you. Did you guys skirt the top 5 gainer? Mainly the top 5 losers. I hope you're all on the top 5 gainers. Like, that would be great. Are you on the top 5 losers? Were you like me last week? Are you feeling some type of way? Holler at your boy. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Tap in with me. It's your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero. And until we get that outro done, you guys know what time it is. So, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. I pull up.